Hey ladies and gents, welcome to a player of the month nominating contract, and there's some really good players in here, so let's just dive in. Dries Mertens up first. Now I absolutely love the base card, and to be honest I would probably go ahead and buy the base card because it's so cheap, but if you haven't got the GP to fund it, this player is highly recommended. He's got great skills in terms of like tight possession, dribbling, ball control, able to operate in tight spaces. His finishing's above 80, which makes him, very, very potent. Good acceleration, good speed, balance is excellent. And then look at his player skills. One-touch pass, low lofted passing, first-time shot, acrobatic finishing, all perfect for inside the box. He's a creative playmaker. So he can play the attack midfield role, but he can play many of the forward positions, as you can see in the top right corner. Definitely one of my highest recommendations from this pack. Now this guy here, I don't know where he's from or who he plays for, but this guy is absolutely insanely good in my opinion. Ball control is really good, so he's going to be really good at receiving the ball in the wide areas. So he's going to take fewer touches to get the ball under control. Then look at the lofted pass, 83. But then the most important for me here is his curling. It's up to 90. That is crazy. And his kicking power is 89. So the balls he can play into the box are going to be some of the best. He can play left back, he can play left midfield. But look at his stamina as well, 85. So he can get up and back. And he's got good speed and acceleration, good defensive engagement. So he can do pretty much everything really well. And then if we look at his player skills, the only thing he's sort of lacking in my opinion is the one-touch pass. It's not a massive deal breaker for me because he's so good in terms of his crossing and everything, and I definitely need a left back for myself because I've not really got the money or they don't really suit the possession play style. This guy does. He's got interception, low lofted passing, weighted passing, pinpoint crossing. So he's going to be like a really good playmaker from that deep left side area of the field. And he can obviously take a long range shot as well. He's got long range shooting. So with 89 kicking power, honestly, this guy is like Roberto Carlos. This is crazy. I'm just going to sign him right now just to prove that I'm not joking, like how good this guy is. That's a no-brainer. I haven't even looked at the other 4-star cards yet, but that's a no-brainer for me. Absolute perfect. Baka and Fernando. This is quite amusing because this is a player I've got in my FIFA career mode, and you can see high kicking power at 92. Good tight possession, good low passing, good ball control, good finishing, set piece taking, curling. Really nice addition to your squad if you need someone who can smash them from range. There's a lot of high kicking power players here. And look at his shots as well. Long range shooting, long range curler, knuckle shot, dipping shot, first time shot, pinpoint crossing. Honestly, this is another player I could easily recommend. Honestly, this is just so good. I would probably recommend this guy as well. There's so many good players in this pack so far. Next up is Fernando. Now, looking at this player, good kicking power, so he's good at striking from range, good low passing, lofted passing, curling. He's got good sort of defensive qualities. I would like to see his defensive engagement a little bit higher, but he's got good defensive awareness. He is an orchestrator, which is one of my preferred defensive midfield roles because they don't sit too deep unless you give them individual instructions, of course. But he's got through passing, weighted passing, pinpoint crossing, but he is missing that one-touch passing, which is a little bit of a shame, but he has got interception and he hasn't got blocker. So for me, these 3 cards so far are the top picks. Moving on to Valencia. So he's a goal poacher. What I primarily look for here is his offensive awareness. 77 isn't all that high. What kind of striker is he? You've got jumping for 90, heading 84. So it looks like he's going to be quite good in the air. And he's also quick as well. So it's very rare to have someone good in the air and who's quick. He's got 88 acceleration, 86 speed, good kicking power once again, 86. Physical contact is really good. That's pretty high. Normally you find the physical contact and balance stats aren't all that high, so he could be really good and really strong and powerful. Good powerful striker for yourself. 74 for dribbling means, even when he gets the ball and he's sprinting with the ball, he's not going to be all that slow. He's not going to be Mbappe speed, but, pretty good. The only thing he probably lacks is that all-round ability to bring the ball into possession. Let's just take a look at his player skills. Heading, acrobatic finishing, first-time shot. Obviously the key ones for this player. Would be nice if he was a fox in the box, to be honest, because that would have really suited those crosses into the box. And a good super sub as well. He's got super sub, so player that could possibly come off the bench and do some damage for you. Miguel Crespo. Kicking power 87, low pass 82, good defensive engagement 79. Really like the look of this player. He is a box-to-box central midfielder, so he can pretty much do everything. He's a very, very nicely rounded player. And now there are events based on like filters to the team strength. I think that's really nice to see as well. So we've got one-touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, interception, all the right skills that you need for a box-to-box central midfielder. So another recommendation would be him. Honestly, these players are so good. Next up, Bruni. So pretty quick, 80 speed, 78 acceleration, not too bad. Good ball control, so he's good at receiving the ball. He can play mostly attacking areas, as you can see in the mini-map at the top right. First time shot, through passing are probably the two key ones, but he hasn't got one-touch passing, so, you know, that's a little bit of disappointment, but if you do play him in that left wing forward position, it's not going to be too bad of a thing. And he's got super sub as well, so again, can come off the bench and maybe offer you something a little bit different. Belhanda. Now look at this player. Just look at those stats. Ball control, 88. Dribbling, 87. Tight possession, 87. You know, the dribbling, whilst it's high, his speed and acceleration is kind of low. So he's going to be like maxing out his speed right there. 86 for balance. A pretty worthwhile player to have in your side. One touch passing, through passing are probably the key ones. Double touch, Marseille turn, and nice to have as well. So yeah, a nice deep lying forward, offering something a little bit different. Again, that high kicking power, 86, allows you to do some serious damage with Bahanda. Rodriguez, I tell you what, these 3-star players are pretty good in this pack. Honestly, like if you got some 3-star nominating contracts left, then there's a lot of players here that could do a job. Here's a left back. So what we'd be typically looking at is his lofted pass and curling stats. They're a little bit low, so it's probably harder to recommend this player. Good at speed and acceleration, good stamina, good balance. Let's just take a look at his player skills. Through passing, pinpoint crossing, interception. Again, missing that one-touch passing, which perhaps lets him down. So perhaps one of the lesser 3-star players in this pack. This player, I'm not even going to have a go at saying that name. He's a central defender. He's very quick, but his defensive engagement and defensive awareness are far too low to make him a recommendation. As for his player abilities, interception and blocker and man marking are very nice to have. One-touch passing as well. He's a ball-playing defender. He's got 73 for low passing, 72 for lofted passing. Ball control, 73, so very comfortable receiving the ball in defense. Just far too low, in my opinion, for his in terms of his defensive awareness and defensive engagement. And he's got an E rating for his form, so perhaps not someone you're going to want to play straight away, but he can play in multiple positions. He can play defender, midfielder, central defensive midfielder. And finally, a 2-star player here, goalkeeper. Really high goalkeeping reflexes for a 2-star goalkeeper. Good goalkeeping awareness as well at 77 and reach 77. So a decent goalkeeper for 2 stars. Pretty good goalkeeper, to be honest. Goalkeeper, high punt and long throw, really nice to have. If I was going to make a recommendation of the players I would sign, these 3 here, obviously. But if it came down to a 3-star player, then I think it would have to be Miguel Crespo. Definitely a recommended signing. One-touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, interception. Really good stats across the board as well. Good kicking power, box to box, perfect midfielder. Okay, that's pretty much it for me, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be bringing out a load of more videos on this latest update, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.